Raise your hand if you feel stuck in survival mode now or from time to time. Just raise your hand. I'm raising my hand because it's a yes. Okay, I got another question for you. Raise your hand if you often feel like you are asked in this life to do more with less, to do more, produce more, but with less resources. Anybody feeling that? Okay, awesome. So if you said yes to either of those questions, please continue to listen to this video because today is World Meditation Day. And instead of, just talking about meditation, I wanted to take some time to give you 5 quick things that you can do that are related to meditation, related to mindfulness, but really help you solve the 2 problems that you raised your hand related to. The first thing is to leverage time, right? Many people use time as I don't have time to meditate, but you always have 5 minutes in your day. I guarantee you have 5 minutes in your day. What you're not doing is prioritizing it. So the problem isn't time. The problem is your lack of prioritization. So just fix that. Set a timer. Put some time on your calendar right now. As a matter of fact, just maybe make a note and write down. I'm going to, put a reminder on my calendar to pause for 5 minutes every single day. And maybe you don't make it every single day, but I bet seeing that cue will give you an opportunity to remember to do that. It only takes 5 minutes to start. And then from there, 5 becomes 10 and 10 becomes 22 and 4 and more. Okay. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, use tools. And I'm going to give you a couple of tools. 1, a stress ball. We all go to conferences and we all got these stress balls laying around our house. I give them out in all of my sessions. And these have little phrases on them. This one says strong, smart, fearless. Right. But I'm saying the stress ball because when you do sit down and do your practice, your mind's going to wander. It's going to go here and there. And so the stress ball can be a tool that you use that you just gently squeeze once you notice your wandering mind. And then as you notice it, then you just bring it back to the breath or back to the guided meditation over and over again. So allow this stress ball that's just lying around your house to be a tool to elevate your practice. So that's 2. Number 3, an eye mask. Right? We all have, may not all have eye masks, but if you don't, get one, because when you do your 5-minute practice, you can put this on and it'll feel a bit deeper than when you don't have it on. So it just helps intensify that feeling of sightlessness, which is an experience in and of itself that we often don't pay attention to. So use an eye mask. If you don't have an eye mask, just use a scarf, right? Tip number 4, another great grounding tool, Palo Santo stick. If you're not familiar with Palo Santo, it's a piece of wood from the Palo Santo tree, which typically grows indigenous to South America. If you smell it, it smells sweet. And so you can use this as aromatherapy. Indigenous cultures use this symbolically to symbolize clearing out negative energy or old stuck energy and inviting in sweet energy. And so even just smelling it can pull up that sort of memory. But also when you burn it, when you just light it with a lighter, almost like incense, it sets off a fragrant smell. Close your eyes and inhale that scent and allow it to ground you when you're feeling stressed and when you're feeling just stuck. I'm actually getting ready to do it. I'm getting ready to do my own practice after I finish recording this video, and I'm going to be using the tools that I'm talking about right now. And that brings me to my last and final tool, which is very simple. It's something that you likely already have. It's a journal, right? This is my journal that I actually designed last year. It has my beautiful face on it. But, journaling is not for the sake of journaling, but with your practice. After you do your practice, you set your timer, you put it on your calendar, you grab the tool, like one of those stress balls laying around the house or an eye mask or something else that you can hold in your hand or smell. After you do your practice, write what happened. You can just answer 2 questions. How did I feel before the practice? How did I feel after the practice? And then you can go on about your day, or you can continue to go a little deeper on that thought. What came up? What did you notice? What did you feel? What did you smell? What did you hear? What did you see? Right? This makes the practice real. A lot of us have this ideology about meditation that even though we may know that we need to do it, we don't believe in it because we can't feel it, right? And we're really attached in this world to that which we can see, feel, count, touch, right? And so writing it down puts it into a format that you can touch, which neurologically makes it more real to you. And when it feels more real, you'll make it a habit. You'll be more susceptible to actually doing this in your everyday lifestyle, which will ultimately over time release some of that survival mode feeling and reduce some of that overwhelm associated with having to do more with less, because you're actually suddenly collapsing time and able to do more with less. If you'd like to know more about my cheat code, how to biohack your way into more with less using my my equation for this, yo, for real, let's talk. I'm really helping organizations bend time here with these biohacks. So as I close this out today, World Meditation Day, take one of these tips and make it happen, make it real. I would say start with going to your calendar, picking a time, putting 5 minutes on it to stop and pause. And you can do this with sound. You can do it with join me and I'll give you all the tips on what you can do during that 5 minutes. But just make it a habit. When you make it a habit, survival mode reduces and you're able to supersede time. Peace.